Hello again, everybody. It is the coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 10th-year quarterback. This is his first season in his 30s. 30-year-old out of Georgia. It's Matthew Stafford.
One thing you ask for from your quarterback, improvement each and every season. You also ask for consistency. Matthew Stafford, 7 straight years, over 4,000 yards passing. He's still looking for that initial playoff victory during his tenure, but I think that he's been leading them towards it and has a chance to get it in the upcoming future.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Monday.
Out of the gun, Stafford. The completion to Riddick. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Bradford now to throw on first down. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw for Bradford. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Dawson's kick is good. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
There we go. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Second down, Bradford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So, boy, that's already the third they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Bradford now escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. And the final play here will be Bradford going down to a knee.
Here we go.
The storyline of this one, Charles.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and...
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Leading the charge is the UCF product who hails from right there in the Orlando area in Altamont Springs, Blake Bortles.
And you can see why he was the number 3 pick when he came out in the NFL draft. 6'5", sturdy guy, strong arm, led his UCF team to a big bowl victory over Baylor, and runs the ball way better than he's ever given credit for.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And now a look at the offense for Jacksonville.
Leonard Fournette commands a lot of attention, not just because he was the first 1,000-yard running back for Jacksonville since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. It's because of his ability to hit the hole fast, to knock people over when he's carrying the football, and to run away from people when he gets to the open field. He actually has changed the identity of the Jacksonville offense, and I'm looking forward to watching him for years to come.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. We focus in on Phillip Rivers, 15th year in the league, his 13th year as a starter, and the all-time passing leader in Charger history.
And Phillip Rivers has had just about all the accolades you can have in the NFL. He's put up big numbers. He's made multiple Pro Bowls. But what he wants more than anything, at least one Super Bowl appearance before his career is over.
It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Rivers now rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A big play there, 57 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory, just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So we have, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Hurry up!
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Partner, we've seen Melvin Gordon do it a variety of ways running the football. How about that last run? Had a little shake and bake to it there, didn't he?
He did.
Kind of reminded me of when he was at Wisconsin and what he did in Nebraska. His last year there, 408 yards in a single game. At that time, that was the NCAA rushing record, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then a week later, Samaje Perine broke his record with 427 yards against Kansas. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter.
Hurry up!
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Again, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Reggie Ragland with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. He'll return it from the 6. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Fielded about a yard deep. There he goes again. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, 101 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
We're back now in KC. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was, you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2.
Money back. Money back.